what Charles is doing isn't as sinister as it felt like. Have you even considered the consequences of your actions? This scandal cannot be publicly known. It will destroy your political career. Since you left, I keep writing these letters, but I never mail them. Every moment I spent with you is like a beautiful dream come true. Happy birthday. Oh man. Yo, this is killing me. Fuck. June 6th is the day that Father Matthew said, I need to talk to Andrew, I need him to confess. He died June 7. Now, I've had a pretty big revelation in regards to this dartboard puzzle. I think that the study that this puzzle is supposed to unlock, I think that we did the math right, we weren't going crazy, and that it just opens up something else. I think that the study is in the mansion. So the very first thing we're going to do, let's go to the mansion and we'll try and unlock it using the various pins that we calculated with the darts board. Try to be a little bit more cinematic with my work here. That's not the right way. It's up the other end here. Here we go. Will we fall through the floor again? No, excellent. So, the study room, which we have access to now, is here. Let's try 101 and then 107. Not ideal. So red was 60, 50, and 3, so that's 116. And the yellow darts were 9. So 501 take 116 is 385. Take 9 is 376. Let's just go take a quick screenshot of the dartboard so I can refer to that. Oh, can this break this? Hold on. I don't know if we've tried this yet. It doesn't work. Dang. What if this was not a red dart? What if it was a yellow dart? Oh wow, I didn't even think of that. I tried a million things and I didn't think of that. So let's go back. We're pretty sure it's the study. I've got a feeling it's the study over here. So what if it was 6 plus 7 plus 2, so 9, so 15, and red was 110. That would make it 95. Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. So what were the upper and lower bounds on this? So 501, 110, so 110 take 9 is 101. So 101 to 121. Okay, so it's not single. So we're at so we are in the study locked desk. This is a locked desk. Study room locked desk hint. It doesn't say solution, it says hint. So it could be even here. It could be 382 to 362. Okay. So there is a trick to this somehow. Maybe that's the units. So 101 is the units, and then there's another digit in front. But we'll also try with the other dart added. The thing that throws me here is the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. So total hints at like 501 minus, 60 minus 50. So 501 minus, so that hints at 385 being the base. 385 is a bit more distributed, 0110 doesn't feel like a good pin. Yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Why use different words there? So Bullseye is 50, right? Outer balls, yeah, inner balls 50. This is a standard version of the game. Players must start and finish with a double scoring dart. Players' starting score value is set to 501. The aim is to finish the game with as low a score as possible. Scoring a double on the last dart thrown will make that player's score 0. When the player has thrown their 3 darts, their score is added up. The total is then subtracted from the original 501 amount to create the final value. My computer crashed while recording for the first time ever. Usually it crashes right after recording. Being that Scott is the groundskeeper, you might think that he would have hidden something in the ground somewhere, you know? Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. We're back here again. Oh, surely not. $50, $60, $50, $51. $41, $51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm getting real abstract here with this. Subtract the yellow dart's points. Look, I can't. Oh, wait. Oh! King, Queen, Bishop, King. Okay, I didn't see this. Which hints that this isn't the study room, right? Hold on. Knight. So knight is 5, pawn is 2. So 5, 5. Where's the queen and the bishop? Let's have a look for them. So what does that even do, this thing? Is this like a process of elimination thing? Okay, king, queen, bishop, king. So it's not 5 and it's not 2. Wait. No, surely not. Okay, I was gonna say. Wait, hold on. 1131, that's the mapping the other way. So the king is 1, queen... Oh, queen is also 1. Well, it doesn't really make sense. Bishop is 3. So 1, 3, 2, 5. 1, 3, 2, 5. No? So why is this here? 1, 1, 3, 1. So is this saying I need to find the value of king, queen, bishop, king? Or is this saying that king is 1, queen is 1, bishop is 3, king is 1? Why 1131? 1131 is weird. It's a weird number to have there. So that's why I was thinking that the mapping might be the other way around. So we're missing a rook, so there's only 1 unaccounted for. Oh, that's the 10. Five, 1, 3, 5? Huh. You'd be solving for this, so the idea that this would give you a different puzzle's answer is a bit weird to me. So on here, 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Okay, so hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4 right is 15. So 4 right would be 15. 3 right would be 14. And 6 left would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 digits. Is there a 5-digit... This isn't 5 digits, this is 4 digits. Is there a 5-digit anything? Is this 5 digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do any more have latches, maybe? Actually, let's just look up here real quick. So that's just a lock. No pin stuff in here. That's a lock. Nothing here. The shed outside, maybe? Could be. So this is Vivian's room. Logic would tell me that Charles's pin wouldn't unlock anything in here. There's nothing in here to unlock. And this is a key. Maybe the shed outside? I doubt it'd be the shed outside though, because it's like groundskeeper stuff, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Is this a key or a... Four right, 6 left, 3 right. Oh, maybe. So, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No. So this is almost like, you know, 10 right or 4 right, whatever. It's almost like a safe, like a combination safe thing. So is that just literally the answer to a puzzle that we, like to a lock that we don't have yet, is what I'm wondering. So what rooms might be Charles' rooms? So Charles is hiding something that we don't know about yet. So for, like the way that it goes, also goes right, left, and then right, that's also like, that's a safe, you know? But where is the safe? Where would the safe be? It might even, probably wouldn't, So hold on, no. So library is here. So it's almost like behind here. Very tricky, this bit. So here, the K's here might hint that these numbers, so 1 and 1, but it's probably not 1, are the same. And that whatever these numbers are, the inner numbers won't be that same number. Why is this like a little... Oh, that's a button, maybe. All the numbers are under 5, right? So the numbers are 1 to 6. So if it's 6, 6... 6, 6, 2... but it's not 2. 3, 4. 4, 3. So I wonder if all the digits for this are under 6. So 5, 5, 6, 4, 3, 1, 6, 3, 4, 1. So 6. Oh, it could also be 0. Are the pieces in some kind of order? So order of value or whatever, because... Yo, this is killing me. Fuck. To brute force this, I need to make a pretty... The idea that the pieces, right, are taking up digits from 0 to 6. If I could be sure of that, then the amount of work it would need to be to brute force this, that would be fine. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. So what if it's 14? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, crap. So sorry. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Volume 10. Or volume 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. So 4 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! So the way that works is, I can't pick up 10 anymore. 4 from the right. 6 from the left. 3 from the right. That's awesome, but that's a bit... Yeah. That's okay. That's good. I'm happy I got that. Alright. Oh! Photo of Sophia. Why has he got a photo of Sophia? A diary. May 3rd, 1974. Vivian hasn't spoken much since she was discharged from the hospital. Dr. Johnson said she is fully healed, but it will take some time for her to adjust back to old rhythm. I feel our relationship is deteriorating or has suffered permanently in some way. June 17th, 1974. I love Trisha, and I know Vivian does too. I can only hope that my mother's passion for a grandson will not affect Vivian's love for Trisha. I hope that she does not hold any resentment towards mother. Oh, this is only one page. This is more than one page. June 11th, 1974. Our baby daughter is born today. We've named her Trisha. Vivian had to go through a cesarean section. I'm just glad that both mother and child are safe, and I thank God for that. I feel so happy to have a baby in the family. There's no words to express the joy I'm feeling inside. At the same time, I'm worried of what mother might say once she knows that the baby is a girl. August 16, 1974. Vivian is being hospitalized for the second time in a year. The first time was for the C-section, this time for mental instability. Dr. Johnson told me not to visit her until she is stabilized and ready to receive me. So we did see that note. What can I do? Mum wants a boy, but it's not safe for Vivian to be pregnant anymore. Sometimes I feel lost, not knowing what to do. Mostly, I just feel lonely. November 16, 1974. I never thought this would happen. Whenever Sophia is babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I have to say. I could express myself candidly. Never once did she question the decisions I made. It made me feel like she understands me. I found comfort in her, both spiritually and physically. I just never thought I would have a relationship with her. What should I do now? July 6, 1975. I have a name for our child. He will be called Vincent Roberts. I will add him to my will. Sophia seems to be hiding as well as she can from Vivian. Even I have not seen her in these last 2 days. I wonder where she could be. So, it seems what Roberts is doing seems a lot more innocent than what it could have been, right? So there would be an age difference here. So there'd be a massive age difference. So that's a red flag, a bit of a red flag. But he's not talking about it like it's sex. He's talking about it like it's love. And he's talking about it as if he is giving as much as he is taking, and vice versa, Sophia as well. So it's like, what Charles is doing isn't as sinister as it felt like before we had his perspective. He's indecisive here. What should I do now? He's talking about it like a relationship. He's not talking about it like sex. And he's talking about it like the child wasn't accidental. The child was deliberate, and the child's purpose was deliberate too. Fascinating. Magdalene Roberts. So I doubt that Magdalene is the woman on the safe. Magdalene Roberts, mother of Charles, dies at age 68. So we can derive a birthday from that. We can derive a birth year. I don't know that we can derive a birth date. I'll have to look in his other journal to see if there's a hint as to her birth month and birth day. Hospital reports heart attack as main cause of death. Did Vivian poison her? Magdalene Roberts passed away last night at the age of 68. She was visiting her son, Charles Roberts, in Painscreek when her heart failed. So she was home when it happened? Near Vivian? Dorothy Patterson, a maid working at the mansion, knocked on Magdalene's door at 7 a.m. Since there was no answer, she assumed Magdalene was still sleeping. It was only 2 hours later, when Magdalene still did not respond to her knocking, that she realized something was wrong. She called Bernard Hopkins, the mansion butler, who came in and opened the room to find Magdalene lying on the bed. She wasn't breathing. He immediately called 911. Dr. Johnson, the family doctor and head of Painscreek Community Hospital, arrived at the mansion at around 9:30 a.m. and pronounced Magdalene Roberts dead. According to Dr. Johnson, Magdalene Roberts probably had a heart attack sometime in the middle of the night. More accurate diagnoses are yet to be determined, but Magdalene's death was most probably the result of high blood pressure and old age. So we also have a date down the bottom here. So 8/27/1975. So that's like kind of suspicious. Like, why is this one dated and no other newspaper's dated? Let's just look in the cupboards first up. June 16, 1975. Dear Charles, I received a letter from Dorothy yesterday. She told me everything. So this is from his mother. What have you done, my son? Does Vivian know? Have you even considered the consequences of your actions? And what of this Sophia? What will you do with her? You made a mistake and you will need to take responsibility for what you have done. Do you understand? You cannot take her as your wife, you already have one. This scandal cannot be publicly known. It will destroy your political career. However, the child is important. He is your flesh and blood, and might be the son you need to properly continue the family. I am now preparing to visit you. Do not say anything to Vivian yet. I will take care of it when I arrive. Love, Mum. June 16, 1975, and her death was July 27. I'm now preparing to visit you. What does preparation take? Does that take a whole month? And a month and days? So Charles... Charles is kind of being berated by his mother? So that's motive to hurt Sophia, but we know that Sophia's death was an accident caused by Vivian. So is that all we get from here? Okay. Those little glitch things are gone? Unless they were in the other ones. No, they weren't. They were these things. So that was this and this glitching through. Clipping through. That's pretty funny. Okay. We know a bit more about Charles now. He's still a bit mysterious, right? So I was actually hoping that we could get something in here that would lead us to, you know, another secret. But it seems to just be a dead end, unless there's... Hold on, can I get to the underside? No. 827-1975. 827... 827... 827-1975. 827-1975. Nope. I mean, so I've just been having a look around and there's not really many open ends. I wonder if, well, hold on, did that do anything in the library, maybe? Not clear. No. Study locked desk hint. So, what if the first 3 digits of the locked desk key are the clue, the darts clue, and the last digit is equal to the first digit. So 1011. No. Plus 6. So 1071. 107. 7107. Well, let's do this properly. So 110 plus 6. So 116, take 9. 105. 5105. 5105. 1051. So there's a couple of things I'm thinking with this puzzle, right? The fact that this says King, Queen, Bishop, King, or K, Q, B, Q, K, makes me think that this is a mapping. So the K is a number, Q is a different number, and B is a different number. And these are all between 0 and 9. The fact that we have pawn and a knight, which is 2 and 5, leads me to think that 2 and 5 are out of the equation. So 2 and 5 don't appear anywhere in this pin. And the fact that darts thing says clue makes me think that that's going to give us 3 of the digits and we have to guess the other one. And so what we can do is we can, the real obvious answers, so the real obvious answers, we can try that, I guess, in various digit places. But it's also complicated by the fact that they could be doing some kind of trickery with the dart scoring. So, you know, it could be 501 minus the scores, or it could be, there's a little bit of trickery going on here, which is, you know, it complicates it a bit more. It just means that there's no real, you know, I can't get this with 70% because the amount of trying different things is just going to be intense. So if I were to go, so it's 101, 101 or 107. So if it were 101, but it's more likely 107. If it were 101, then in the middle here is where we intersperse a letter or, you know, it's obviously not 1 because that's taken. It's obviously not 2 because that's taken. 1031. Or maybe we just need to find more chess pieces. That could be the other thing. There might just be chess pieces hidden. Definitely not in this room because I've looked everywhere in this room. Or have I? But probably around the house. The clue that gives you the bookcase hint, and you can't do it without that, so you need that writing, is sort of like hidden on that item. So it's like so the clue might just be really well hidden somewhere. What was this again? This was just locked. Yeah. And the fact that we've still got the Slim Jim is interesting too. It's like there's something else that can be opened. Maybe in the garage. Maybe there's a car in here, actually. No, there's no car in here. But is Bernard talking about his own study room? Because that room in his looks like a study room, you know? Oh, this is killing me. Auntie Cecilia. It might be that Bernard's allegiance officially is more to Charles, even though he, you know, maybe have fallen in love with Vivian. So he may be, you know... Can I just take the axe? Like... Just go to town on that thing upstairs. I really thought that trying the study in the mansion was going to solve that. I really thought we had it. I really did. Really did. Bolted from the other side. I wonder if the Slim Jim will work on the hospital door. What's this one? This one is 0000. And there's no, you know, there's no letters above it. We could probably brute force it if we find the king, for instance. Or even if we found something else. We could assume that the numbers were distinct. So I just want to try, I have an idea. I want to try the Slim Jim on the basement door in the hospital. Because that's bolted from the other side, so like maybe we can reach it in, I don't know. It's, you know, better than nothing. Will it work? Will it work? Because why didn't they take it out of our inventory, you know? Door is bolted from behind. Doesn't work. It doesn't let me use it there. Bolted from behind. How do we get through then? There's no... So stairs A is 16. So it's under here. So that's there. 1 is 12. And what's up here? So 5, 6. So these rooms around here could be a way in. The elevator also could be a way in, but it's... You'd need power for the elevator, right? So... This room doesn't unlock. 101 doesn't unlock. This doesn't unlock. That says 17 on it. There's no way. There's no way down. I feel like we need another key. Or some way to bust into the elevator. Well, hold on. What about the elevator shaft upstairs? What's that one look like? How would one get downstairs if that door's bolted and the elevator's not working? In case of fire, use stairs. Well, at minimum, there must be something else I can use the Slim Jim on, right? I mean, the pattern is every other item has been taken away from our inventory when it's no longer useful, but they've always been keys. Always been keys. So what else? So is the game janky enough to make this item behave differently? You know, is the game going to break its own logic? Let's jump, 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 do it, jump. Okay. Maybe we check out the church a little bit more. I have a theory that maybe the wall safe might be something related to Trisha, although it's a little doubtful because Father Matthew set it up way back when. Maybe the pin was set up a long time ago, before Trish came into the picture. We're back to scraping for clues. So can we really not? Is there like some trick to getting in here, or... Just a second, no, because we can get on that side. Back to the church. There are several things that I feel really close on. We're so close to the billiard puzzle. Well, probably not. We're probably leagues off. The chess pieces? They're the two things, actually. So yeah. We haven't gotten into Oliver's photography. And that's something that we can enter. Like, it does give us that enter prompt. So the two places we haven't got into yet are Dorothy's house and Oliver's photography, that we know of. And in all of the various places, there are still locked doors. So it might be worth cataloguing everything that we're stuck on, you know? We wouldn't be able to use this Slim Jim to dig, surely not. Doesn't work, yeah. Thought so. We need Father Calvin's birthday. It's now tomorrow. I had to stop abruptly. While organising the notes, I realised we do have Father Calvin's birthday. It was on his tombstone. So let's go see what's in those boxes. Calvin Bennett. Today you will be with me in paradise. October 24, 1902. It was old as hell. So I'm assuming this is American, so we'll do the date first. 10/24/02. Excellent. And there is nothing in there. Some more documents. Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Miss Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in, and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Miss Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumoured that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, that she had to stay in PCH for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Miss Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that. Miss Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Miss Roberts' untimely death. You see, Miss Roberts had a heart condition, and it had been affecting her for quite a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Miss Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes, but should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Miss Roberts back home, no, definitely not within such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Miss Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Miss Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position and am afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I am trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. Auntie Celia, not Sylvia. Okay. So that gives us... we kind of already knew that. We had better evidence direct from the horse's mouth, as it were, so to speak. Okay. So, Father Calvin must have gone to follow up on this, and that's how he found the baby, right? Or maybe Father Calvin already knew. So what is still here that we haven't unlocked? This is open now. Does this open? No, so the only tool here is the Slim Jim. We have whatever's down there. We have Scott's safe here. May 3rd, 1985. So I'm pretty sure we already tried May 3rd on this, right? Yeah, we already tried May 3rd on that. There are some dates on here. I mean, I doubt there doesn't seem to be anything significant in here. So we have his safe. We have this. So we have Matthew's desk drawer. So it's not Calvin's birth year. Let's very quickly try Scott's key code on the box we found out in the woods. Oh, also, can we pick up this? Give it to me. Give it to me. There's no clear way to exit this, is there? Okay. May the 3rd, 1985. So let's try 1985. No. 0503. 0305. Damn. I don't even want to go back to the hospital because those couple of episodes ago where I went through everything and, you know, I couldn't find the key for the church, the main place I was looking was the hospital. And I feel like I saw everything there. It feels like our next blocker, or the thing that's holding us up now, is not having a shovel. It feels like if we were to find a shovel, there might be a lot for us to uncover. Oh, why does that give us the option to pull? Yeah. The knife has a dull blade. Could that mean something? So I suspect that in our notes we have some significant date regarding Trisha. So maybe their first date, or maybe Trisha's birthday or something like that, and that's gonna open one of his things. I've just got a feeling, you know? Worth looking at everything. We also need to get into Dorothy's apartment somehow. Dorothy seems the type to leave a key somewhere, you know? She's far too trusting of the world. Although I suspect that we might find the cross in the time capsule, maybe? Was Scott the time capsule, or was that someone else? So I'm finally without a plan now. I've tried all the things I thought of trying. Is this levitating? It sure is. I've tried all the things I want to try. As mentioned a little earlier, I'm pretty sure I know what the blocker is, what we're stuck on, what needs to be done. Should we catalogue the things we have still to do? What happened on May 3rd, 1985? So that would be the date that he got adopted, I reckon. No, so February 14, 1994, he was... Father Matthew brought me to the attic today. There are so many wooden toys, and he made them all himself. He asked me to choose one that I liked. Where the hell is the attic? So May 3rd, 1985 is not the day he was adopted. That's the day that he got the toys. So I reckon April 6 is a better candidate. So let's try April 6. Because why would it just be the date that you got a toy? You know, that's not a special date. The date that you got adopted is a special date. But I'm not sure if, so if we already tried April. Well, let's try it over here. That might be a, but as he's moved out to the cabin, he's loving Father Matthew a lot less. He's not as, yeah. So it's less likely to be the one out by the cabin unless that's an old... So 0406. 0604. 6485. 8564. 8546. Okay. What was the poster? Does anyone remember? This is quite a while before the murder, isn't it? Okay, let's try the April. Let's try this on the other. On the one out in the woods. I don't. My hopes are not up for this, honestly. We also have Moss's briefcase to get into. No, I don't want to do that. Another idea I have is, where can we find Vivian, the spot where she was murdered? It says she was dragged to the front of the house. Is there something there? You know? I guess while we're here, we can look through Andrew's thing again. Okay, 0604. 0406. Okay. Do we know when Trisha's birthday is? February 14, Valentine's Day? I don't think it'll be it. 0214. Oh, sorry. So 6485. 4685. So 1402. Oh, 0214. Is this going to be like an observant thing where we need to observe, you know? Well, there's another bird box up here. There might be a clue in it. Let's throw a rock at it. My equipment will get wet. The other thing is maybe there's a drain in... Maybe there's a drain where Scott was fleeing and something fell out of his pocket. Also, maybe there's another sort of wooden contraption out here somewhere. Another tree stump or something. Like, for instance, this one. Nope. Oh, 1203! That's got to be the pin to something, right? Dear Sophia, it's been quite a while since I last wrote to you. I've been busy. I hope you are doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handing me more and more responsibilities. It seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favourite desk in the study room. I've changed its code to 0318. There we go. The day you first came to the orphanage. Painscreek has been very quiet recently. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still Painscreek's event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running their businesses as usual. Trisha's 7 now. She's really smart and loves to hang out with her dad. Dorothy's the same old Dorothy that we all love. Bernard's still the reliable butler. I don't think he'll ever be replaced. As for me, well, I'm still here waiting for your return. Do you remember the church attic? Well, I spent most of my free time there now doing wood carving. It helps me relax. Hey, I even got pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll think of you and how we spent our time together. I'm not sure if you'll ever realized how I felt towards you. Since you left, I keep writing these letters, but I never mail them. And to be honest, it's because I don't have a clue where you may be staying right now. At the same time, writing to you has made me feel that we are still close to one another. Today marks the 6th year that you left Painscreek. I still don't know why you left. All I want to say is take care. This will be my last letter. One day, I hope to see you again. Love always, Matthew, 2/14/1982. Oh my. 0318. Dear Sophia, please wait for my return. Love, Matthew, 3/18/1975. Every moment I spent with you is like a beautiful dream come true. Happy birthday. Oh man, he was fully in love with her. So 0318. In this game there'll just be a flurry of clues and then there'll be nothing. 0318. Oh, 0318. There we go. Another diary. May 13, 1995. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Why didn't anyone tell me? Oh, Father Matthew is now looking suspicious. May 28, 1995. I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. I don't know if the game is detail-oriented enough, but there's fresh flowers in front of that grave now, almost as if someone had put them there recently. So that could be a hint as to what Father Matthew is doing now. June 4, 1995. We had Mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could just forget everything. June 6, 1995. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. Uh-oh. June 6, 1995. June 6, 1995. So June 19th, 1995. Dorothy says it's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. February 13, 1995. Yeah. So he died before June 19. And Father Matthew went to see him on June 6. And he was saved apparently. So that could be that Father Matthew did the right thing. Do we have a closer date? March, June 13. Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long, because this is the new maid, Mary Martinez. So Dr. Johnson died before July 12. June 11, he was still alive. June 13, he was still alive. We should have an exact date. Hold on, maybe Matthew Brooks' story. And he's sticking to it. Okay, so let's try his mother's birthday. Which is 1803. So the letter is 1975. Why would 1131 already be on that chess puzzle? It's not related to anything we're looking at now, but still. The crucifix has got to be in there, doesn't it? Has to be in there. What about 04? What about September, the day he moved out? So maybe he changed it the day he moved out or something. So on the calendar, by the way, so I'm getting it from here. Moving out, so September. So 0904. 0904. 0409. Okay. Oh, so now we have confirmation that the unmarked grave is for Fiona. Let's just go and have another look at it real close. Oh, wait, what? Mansion worker Andrew Reed's charred body found in his burnt home. June 7, he died. June 6 is the day that Father Matthew said, I need to talk to Andrew, I need him to confess. He died June 7. Around 12:15 last night. No, the same day. Around 12, okay. The Painscreek Herald, mansion worker Andrew Reed's charred body found inside his burnt home. Body covered with third-degree burns. At around 11:25 p.m. last night, a fire broke out on 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. Andrew Reed, the owner of the house, was found deceased with third-degree burns from head to toe. He was seated on the couch in the living room next to the fireplace when the fire likely started. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, but the sight of alcoholic bottles on the floor suggests that the carpet may have been soaked and helped increase whatever set the incident off. According to possible witnesses, Andrew was seen drunk last night when he was leaving Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suites. Police found bottles of empty vodka in the living room next to the fireplace. No foul play is detected at this moment. Andrew Reed, a gardener and handyman for the Roberts family for more than 2 decades, has a wife and a son who continued page 4. I wonder if the pin on the shed outside, because Andrew Reed's the gardener, is a pin that Andrew knows. So like the birth date of his son or something like that. Maybe we could look into that. Always check the pews. Okay, let's go have a look at the grave one more time. And I also want to have a look at his baby toys again after that. Look at that. Fresh flowers. Something written here? There's only one way to find out. Dig up the body. Come on. So there's no door leading into the church that I can see. One 131. Hold on a second. Is 1131 the code that was on the other safe, the one in the study room? I don't have a picture with me right now. 1131. So it's just a reused asset. It's the same pin that was on the gate. Scott's things. Okay, can I? Got the rocket? Give me the rocket. I've looked over these 100 times. Let's try some Andrew Reid dates. Okay, some Andrew Reid dates. I can't find any date